Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is Auvbri and I'm finally back here in The Sims 4 building another speed build. We are in, I can never pronounce this name honestly, to be completely honest. It is a foreign name to my mouth, but is it like San Sequoia? Yeah, something like that. We are in the build world that came with the Grow Together, I believe the expansion pack was called. There's so many expansion packs now, I can't actually remember all of them, but we're in that world and I just wanted to build this really cool by the lake sea kind of house and see if we couldn't like get anything really cool out of it. So I started building this huge house. It's a very large house, so there's a lot of rooms. I believe we have 3 bedrooms upstairs, and there's 2 living rooms, a big kitchen, dining space, multiple bathrooms in the whole house as well. So there's plenty of space for the whole family if you want to have grandma come visit. I actually remember that I built like a separate room, so it's kind of more of a guest room. So I have a little nursing room, I have a room for a kid, I have a master bedroom for the parents, and I have a spare bedroom for if granny, whoever wants to come and visit. So yeah, I'm currently working here on the whole layout of the build. Now this is one of those builds that I start doing them and then I kind of finish them on my own, but I never really finish the build completely. So I have to go back in, finish some stuff, take the screenshots, upload it here to YouTube, you know, try and really get into what the hell was I doing with this build before I stopped it. So it's kind of the whole situation here as well. So I don't remember much about this build. I think we did some of it on live stream. I did most of it myself by my lonesome, and it's just kind of been sitting in my folder with all the builds that I have, not really going anywhere. And I've kind of picked back up the builds that I have here, trying to get those out. I've been absent from YouTube for quite a while, and there's a bunch of different reasons for that. I won't really come into it. Just know that it's mostly personal and family related, also work related as well. And then of course after my vacation to the UK, first time, loved it, I got very sick, so I actually had to be hospitalized because I had such a bad fever that they couldn't bring it down at all. So yeah, it was a fun time. A lot have happened since the last time, but you know, I've just been swamped with all these things like personal, work, everything family related. It's just been a lot, so I actually decided I had to just, you know, prioritize what can I do to not be stressed. And yeah, even not doing YouTube didn't help a whole lot. So but I'm finally back here. I'm super happy to be back. I have so many builds and I have so many ideas, things I want to do, so I hope you guys are ready for some content coming out here. I remember when building this build, actually I was struggling quite a bit with the fact that it's kind of an odd shape. So it's kind of this square box that we've tacked multiple boxes onto. So the window placement some places was a little odd. I had to fix that. The room layout was kind of odd in some places, had to fix that as well. And I wanted it to be a very mute house. So in this town, a lot of the builds are very heavy on the colors. Now I could totally have gone that way, but with the whole big window in the front and the big window in the back looking over the sea, I kind of felt that this build that I was doing lent more towards going the modern path. So that's kind of what I tried to do here. Also with the lot, I tried to blend it in with the existing things that was here. So kind of mimicking the whole shape from, you know, the bushes and stuff that was only like outside the lot. Try to mimic that so it all fit together. I didn't really do too much with the gardenscape, the landscaping. I wanted it to be very, you know, clean cut, modern looking. We have a little garden to the side. It was kind of a compromise as far as I remember, with the stream. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was kind of like this, one of these things that I ask, do you think we should put in a garden here? And people are like, yeah, it could be cute if we had like a little garden, a little seating area outside, something like that. And yeah, that's probably why we end up putting it in, or I put it in myself. I honestly can't remember, but it turned out really good. So we have a little garden to the side where there's like this whole seating area, there's a little greenhouse, a swing for the kids, and that's kind of it. I'm working on the kitchen area here. I thought this kitchen area was ingenious. Honestly, the placement of it and the way that excuse me, the way that I kind of chose to have the dining room in front of this big window, so when you come downstairs in the morning or in the evening to eat dinner or breakfast, you could kind of sit there looking over the water. I thought that was just so cool. I also did something I haven't really done that much before, if ever. I did a little pantry off the side to the kitchen, and I thought that was really cool as well. So this whole build, it's kind of more of the trying to do something realistic with the build. So having a little pantry, having the the whole area for the washing, and having multiple bathrooms and you know, little side corridors and stuff like that. And I also maybe went a little bit overboard, but we have some gaming rooms in the secondary living room as well. I tried to do a lot of stuff in here, I honestly think it all turned out really great in the end. I love the dining room area. I think it's really clean looking, it's modern, it's everything that I kind of want to have. So a life update, I am currently together with my boyfriend. We're currently saving to buy a lot and build a house from scratch on it here in Denmark where we live. And it's gonna take some time, but we estimate around 1.5-2 years until we have our own house, our own custom build house with everything that I want in it and he wants in it, and it's gonna be so good. So that's kind of the dream right now. It's the vibe we're going for. So like ordering magazines and stuff like that is very dangerous for somebody like me, because I freaking want it now. I want it this second. I wanted it yesterday. It just needs to happen, and I'm a very impatient person. So I just, yeah, I need to really think about something else, or I need to start an OnlyFans and try to earn some money that way around, because I want it so bad. Not that that would ever happen, but you know, one is thinking. We have this little hallway here. So as you can see, there's a lot of empty space in this build, which is, when I'm looking at builds, like realistic ones, it's not too uncommon to have these empty spaces where you know, there's maybe only a chair, or it's a hallway where there's nothing really in it but some side things, some things on the walls and stuff like that. And I thought that's actually really realistic. I love that. So I tried to kind of mimic that here. We have this hallway going through where you go from the front of the house to the back to the kitchen area. Why not make that into like the closet? So where you can hang your overcoat and stuff for the family who lives there. I thought that was really cool. Also, we could kind of tuck it in between the two walls here, so it's kind of hidden, but it's still there. It adds some nice depth to it, which I really love. We have this little room here. It's kind of like the passageway out to the terrace, balcony, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I guess we're kind of high up on the lot looking over the water, but it's still kind of this patio, balcony, terrace kind of thing. I don't really know, but it's kind of a weird space. Like, what do you put there? And looking at houses and all these magazines and catalogs and stuff like that, it becomes very apparent that it's just a natural part of building, that you have these hallways, corridors, little nooks and crannies where it's not actually 100% fully functional, but it's there to serve a purpose for you going from A to B. So I thought, you know what, why not just make it into like a little reading nook, something like that, make it really cute, something different. So we could put in the two bookcases here, we could put in a little reading chair, like the puff, a reading chair, a lamp, make it like a cute little moment with some, you know, some plants, some lighting. I thought it was just cool. It's like a nice little place to sit down and relax. And I also figured that this would be a place that in the late 80s, 90s, early 2000s, where you probably would have a landline phone, that this would be a good place for the landline. But we don't have that no more because of the cell phones. You know, it's just one of those thoughts that I have. Going into the kitchen here. Oh yeah, do you guys have that problem with the what are they called? Like the wardrobe furniture from what was that pack? Was it like the interior designer pack? I can't remember what the packs are called. There's too damn many packs now. But yeah, do you have that problem where it kind of glitches through the ceiling if you have an upstairs, because it kind of snaps to the wall at that angle, but then it also clips through the ceiling? That's quite annoying. So we had to fix that. But you kind of walk right into the entrance here. I had to cut some of the stuff for time. Of course, there will be screenshots in the end, but we have kind of finished the first living room, and the laundry room is almost also finished at this point, I believe. I can't remember what is actually shown. So I will show screenshots of everything in the end, but the laundry room, no, it's not quite finished. I can see I just chucked the furniture in there that I wanted to use, but I thought it was very important to have a laundry room in this house as well. I kind of tucked it in the back here, so we have this nice big wardrobe when you walk, or when you come from the stairs, or you want to walk up the stairs. So it doesn't really look like a laundry room, but we have all like the washer dryer in the back end of the room, and I just thought it was a really cool room. Also, I know there's a very split opinion about the whole laundry aspect of The Sims. I quite like it because it adds a level of realism that I really enjoy. That being said, I am also one of those people who forget to put stuff in the laundry rooms. Or in the bedrooms, like put laundry baskets in the bathrooms as well. So I kind of had to remind myself to do that. So I just chucked a lot of laundry baskets in each of the rooms, and then we're kind of gonna come back to that. But we have this awesome space here as well, and I was like, you know what, we're kind of, the whole house kind of have this one vibe. It's very modern, it's very like posh, clean looking. What if we could make a room where we could have it be not so posh, maybe like have some more dark woods and some brown wood, some leather, stuff like that, and really make it like this nice homey feel where we could have like a game room, stuff like that. And it turned out really cool. I'm super happy and thrilled with how it turned out. So I thought it was very important to really separate those two rooms by the flooring. And concrete flooring for me was the obvious choice for this one, so we could have the concrete walls from the outside and also this wooden texture kind of, I don't know what to call that in English honestly, but we could kind of use that on the walls as well to really enhance the wood feeling in here. Put in some plants, make it a little bit more homey, but also putting in the game room. And I'm gonna put tons of posters on the one wall. I was having a bit of trouble with the lighting in this area because we technically are cheating the game a little bit with this whole room because we pulled the roof out to a window that we sized up. So it should not affect with the weather and that sort of thing, but you know, if it does, just turn off seasons. That's the only thing I can say. It's an awesome house. I know I built it and it's like, in Denmark we have a saying where you can kind of say that it's, what would you say? It's like pineapple in its own juice. It's like you can't sit there and compliment your own build, but I think it's an awesome house. I remember building it on stream and we had a really good time and it seemed like people were excited about the build. So I thought a game room here was really cool. It's something that people on the stream also agreed on. So that's what we did. There's not too much space, but there is enough space so you can play the foosball table, you can play some ping pong, I believe it's called. I'm not actually, tabletop tennis? I think I had different names. That's fine. But yeah, the game room, really awesome touch. Downstairs, I decided to put in a full bath downstairs as well, seeing that this probably was going to be one of those builds where a lot of people is going to live. And if you start out with having a kid and a infant with the parents and with like a grandparent moving in to the guest room, well, then you're gonna need more than one bathroom. So I actually thought that it was very important to make sure that there was enough bathrooms and toilets in the whole house for the whole family. So I put in a full bath in here with the toilet. It's all very clean, modern looking. Each of the bathrooms kind of have the same vibe. I used a lot of the stuff from the kit for the bathrooms. I thought that was really cool. And I don't know why, but this little light switch that we have now, I love it. It's so good. And again, that adds kind of like this level of realism that I really love. Also, just that's one of the things. I honestly really miss the landline telephone. Also because the thing that your sim can actually get addicted to their phone, and then if you take it away from them, they kind of get sad, and it's very hard to not do that. I hate that. It's not for me, the cell phone and the whole interaction menu with it. I'm just not for it, to be honest. It's not for me. You know, it is what it is. We're going upstairs here, and I promise I'm almost done blabbing, but upstairs is kind of where we start to take shape of what kind of family is living here. So I knew the master bedroom, of course, had to be the bigger room. It had to have an ensuite bathroom and a walk-in closet. I am gonna switch around the two rooms. So the bathroom and the closet is gonna switch rooms as they are now. The window placement looks really good in here in this room, but from the outside it's a bit weird. It's one of those things. We have this big box and it's very difficult. I found it very difficult, honestly, to match the windows with what the room placement was gonna be like. But I guess that's just kind of one of those things where, because I built the way that I built, it was always going to be difficult. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. I think the house still turned out awesome, both from the outside and from the inside as well. Very simple room here. It's a very simple room. Not too much going on, honestly. I have some clutter in here just to make it a bit more believable and lived in, but you know, it's a bedroom. So I also, because of the room layout with the weird angles, I had to fit a lot of rooms in here, guys. A lot of people were going to live in this house, so we had to fit in a lot of stuff, and a lot of shit had to go in weird places that normally I wouldn't put those things. So we have the puff by the end of this bed, that's all good. Then I wanted to have some chairs, because right when you walk in, that's kind of a weird vibe. It looks kind of weird. So I put in these 2 chairs. Your sim can still walk past them. And then apparently I got to doing something else. I did finish the room, and you're gonna watch it in the end. But I just also wanted to show here that the bathrooms, again, I'm kind of going for the same vibe. I did throw some kid stuff in there as well, because kids are living on the upstairs, sharing rooms. But then I started to see here, okay, so I need to have the guest bedroom where like a grandparent, whoever, could come and stay the night, or however long they apparently want to. This room, for me, I actually like it more than I like the master. I think it turned out super cute. The color scheme and the furniture placement, everything is just so good. It's one of those things, like, I wish I could just take this room and put it over to the master, but it just doesn't fit. The master is made for a very specific purpose, and this room is not the master bedroom. It's just not. It's a good room, but it's not the master bedroom. But I like the color scheme with the very muted tones of wood. We have the kind of beige, pink-ish kind of color on the wall with the pink dresser and the yellow bed sheets. I love it. It turned out super good. I'm not a pink person. You guys know this. Pink is just not my color. But this turned out really good. I'm super satisfied and happy with the way that it turned out. Also, we have this little nook outside here, balcony, where I was like, you know what? We need to use it for something. It needs to be usable. So I threw in a little lounge chair out there, so you can kind of sit there enjoying the sun. And then, tradition true, my mind started to wander. What can I do with this item? Oh, I see this item as well. This is a cool item. What if I use this in this way? And then all of a sudden I'm doing everything else that I'm not supposed to do, because I'm supposed to finish the rooms and then work on the outside. So I thought one of the bedrooms here was for one of the kids. It would be really fun if we made not like this super traditional kids room, but make kind of a kid who's really interested in travel, and kind of cultures from around the world, but also interested in the whole aspect of gardening and having this green thumb, wanting to grow the perfect plant, stuff like that. I thought that was really cute. So I kind of made a room reflecting that, with all of the trees and plants and you know, stuff on the walls as well. And we're gonna add a little greenhouse to him outside that he can kind of use as he sees fits to grow whatever he wants to grow. I think that's really cute, actually. I've also made the toddler room. You can't see it in the background there. The master is done. The hallway is kind of the last thing we're working on before going outside. Again, I am going to show screenshots of everything, but you can kind of see everything just comes together now. It's one of those moments where you can kind of see the work that you've put into something is starting to pay off, and I love that. It's one of my favorite things. The color scheme in this room is really good as well. I was having some trouble with where did I want to place the freaking desk, because it was very, very clear to me that I don't have a desk. In this whole house, there's no desk, no place to sit down, do homework at all, no desk. So I had to put that in, and with like, what a better way to put it in than an empty hallway where usually you just end up putting nothing but book cases and stuff like that instead. So the desk was good. A little lounge area outside here with the Desert Lux kit. Amazing stuff from that kit as well. Remind me, I'm not for the kits. I still think they should make better better stuff packs instead, but you know, the kits are here clearly to stay, and quite a few of them I really do enjoy, and you can kind of you can really see that the Sims team have made some of these kits with content creators, CC creators. It's really beautiful. I made this little greenhouse. It was way too slinky. I was like, I thought I could get away with this, but no, it's just not good. So mental note, greenhouse is at least 3 tiles wide. Otherwise it just looks stupid. It just was not good. I was kind of like vibing with the little greenhouse thing, but then I was like, no, that's just, it's not weird. So I am gonna change it so it looks a bit more realistic and better. But you know what, let's jump into the screenshots here. And here we have the entrance. I love the way that this turned out. I'm really happy to be back here on the channel. Remember, this build is on the gallery right now. You just have to search my EA ID, which is Auvbri, just like the channel name here. Very easy. You can find every single thing that I've done in the world of The Sims. I'm also having a little of an update regarding my Let's Play with Holly in Henford on Backley. Honestly, that Let's Play is just too fucking difficult. So Holly's done with Henford on Backley. No amount of eco bullshit can keep her there. So she's going on a new adventure before probably going into the For Rent expansion pack. Wink wink, we're gonna have to see about that. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, so stay tuned on the channel for that as well. But I hope you guys like the build. I'm like, a shot like this makes me very happy. I think it turned out super cool. Look at the color scheme and everything. I'm happy, and I'm very happy to be back. So I hope, I mean, I'm sorry, I was just in awe of this baby room is so cute. Honestly, makes me want to have a child so bad. Like, I've never seen myself having children. I want them, but it's not a necessity. But cute children and babies is just making my fake ovaries and non-existent ovaries tingle a lot, because yeah, they're freaking cute. We kind of have the floor plan here, blueprint, whatever you want to call it. You can kind of see the layouts, everything. And I think that's kind of it. This is the build. Thank you so much for watching the video. As you could see, there's with the little animation. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications on the video and on the channel here to stay notified about every single thing that I do. And nothing else for me to say other than thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time for another video.